Welcome to the Yap Sesh. I'm Juli.
I'm Jess.
And we're two caps in the pod. And we have a very, very special guest today. Ready? Celina!
Hello.
Welcome, love you.
Thank you.
Well,
I'm happy
excited?
to be here. Very excited.
Thank you for coming in and
Thank
joining
you guys for having me.
Of course. So actually, today it's three caps in the pod because Celina's also a Capricorn.
Yes.
I
think I'm sandwiched right in between you guys, right?
No, you're first.
Opposite first, yeah.
You're first. So that's actually our first question. Celina, when's your birthday?
January 11th, 1999.
Period.
Yes, right before Juli.
Yes,
And
we're
Jess.
2 days apart.
Yes.
So it's Celina, me, and then Juli.
The 11th, the 12th, and the 13th.
Oh yeah, 11, 12, 13. God damn it.
Okay, also today we're going to be making vision boards. So if we stop talking to lock in, that's why. I have a few more questions for you. You can get started at any point in time too. We'll try and multitask. What is your big three, Celina?
Okay, so I didn't know my rising for the longest time, but I just looked it up. And my rising is an Aries.
Ooh.
Okay, period.
Rising is an Aries, yeah.
Wow.
And then my sun is a Capricorn, obviously. And then my moon is a Scorpio.
Okay.
Wow.
You're diverse.
Dang,
yeah.
girl. I see that.
A lot of feelings, you know.
Is Scorpio fire?
Scorpio's water, right?
So you have water, wind, and
I have water,
earth, and fire.
and fire.
Dang.
So I'm pretty balanced, as my mom likes to say. Yeah, the Aries and the Scorpio come out more than I'd like to be.
Okay, you know what? It's
It's
fine.
okay.
Okay, with your sign, which is a Capricorn,
Mhm.
what do you most...
Identify with?
Yes, thank you.
Mm.
Like
I
traits.
think the Capricorns are notoriously very driven, especially like career-wise, and I feel like I've always kind of been like that.
You have. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I agree
like
with that.
I wouldn't say that I always had a great job or a high-powered job or anything like that, but it was always just something that money and making money and having a job or some sort of like financial stability was always kind of like important to me, and I don't want to say it came naturally, but it always kind of worked out for me. And I do think that like in part it is just I'm naturally inclined to kind of seek out stable jobs.
Yeah.
You know,
It's written in the stars already.
Yeah.
For
Like
sure.
I think it's just something that is always a priority for me, and it's not for everybody. And sometimes I question my own prioritization of that, but so far that has been something that I really identify with. Also, you know, the general being stubborn. I think that's like a very
Yeah.
Capricorn thing. Like I can be quite stubborn sometimes.
Earlier, I'm like, Celina, let me help you open your water bottle. She's
Yeah.
like,
Refuse.
no, she opened it with her teeth.
Yeah, literally.
Sis.
I know. It's like I gotta let up sometimes.
Hey, you know what? But it's fine. It's also like relinquishing control. You're like, no, I can do it.
No, that's
I can do
actually
it.
like I am a control freak, and I'm learning to like not be a control freak because you cannot control. You can't control everything.
You cannot.
It's a especially hard lesson for me to learn, but
Yeah.
I'm learning it, and things in my life are forcing me to like accept it more.
Yeah, especially as we're getting older too.
Oh, yeah.
I feel you. Is there anything like other Capricorn traits you feel like you really see? Maybe even the other traits too in your rising and your moon. Are you familiar with Aries and Scorpio?
I'm not as familiar with Aries. I am more familiar with Scorpio because Daniel, my brother, is a Scorpio.
Right.
He's quite emosh. Yeah.
He wants to be on the pod.
I'm sure he would love to just yap and.
But he only said something after discovering you and
Or
our guest. He's like, what about me? Exactly.
Yeah.
Your time will come, Daniel.
Alright. Sounds alright. No, I honestly like. Maybe I haven't like looked at my horoscope in a while, but I can't recall too many like innately Capricorn traits. Maybe you guys can speak to yours, and then it'll like spark my memory, or like
I know a main Capricorn trait is that we can be very cold. I don't know if you
yeah,
like really icy. I get like that when I'm upset. Like I don't shut down, but I look icy because I need a moment to process and articulate my response, and people view that as I mean, obviously I'm upset, but people be like, oh my god, she's so upset with me. I'm like, yes, but also I need to articulate what I'm feeling. So give me a minute.
I can see that for sure. I think there's I've been told before sometimes, unfortunately. But I've also been like corrected, and it's like, oh no, it's not necessarily that you're cold. You're just hard to read sometimes.
For sure.
Which maybe that is
What
more
it is.
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely can see that.
I think we're always right. No, I don't think we're always right, but I think we have a tendency to know ourselves, and I think that comes from like the earth or the grounded like mentality of it. Like
For
we
sure.
really, really know ourselves, and in turn, at least we know how we're gonna react to those situations.
Right.
So then that in turn makes us right.
Exactly. Let's see. It says Capricorns are known to be ambitious, disciplined, and hardworking, represented by the sea goat. We're the goat, period.
Where to go?
They also possess a loyal, grounded, and it says surprisingly tender side beneath their serious exterior.
Oh, I think I've been told recently it's actually something that like I'm working on. But my serious side tends to take the center stage in most of like my life.
Okay.
And I don't think that's actually indicative of how I feel internally.
No, of course not.
But it is something that I've noticed.
I see.
That's
I was
interesting. I feel like I don't. Sorry, Julie.
no.
I don't think I know you to be serious. Like,
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say I think I'm the least serious out of the three of us.
Yeah.
It's probably Belina and then you and then me. I'm kind of like, woo.
I don't feel like I've ever known you to be super serious. I feel like you're really carefree, actually.
It's actually just something like literally this year I've been like grappling with, because when I moved to New York, I think that like obviously my people here, aka you guys,
Yeah.
and my family, people that I was comfortable with, aren't there. And so I kind of, this is maybe a little tangent, but I feel like growing up, I always kind of knew how to adapt very easily to different situations. And I think that carried over to New York. But a byproduct of that is me not fully letting loose or being carefree, like you said, until I feel super comfortable and safe.
Right.
And so, like, my friends that I've made over there, like, some of their traits that they, like, started to attribute to me were like, oh my god, yeah, you're more serious. Or, like, you're more, like, you're just a little bit different than us. And I was like, what? Like, that's not me. I was like, that's crazy. Like, my friends back home would never say that. Like, they would never think that.
No, I don't. When I say serious, I don't mean like you guys are so like straight faced all the time. But when you have to lock in, you will
for sure.
lock in. Like the moment you need to, you will. Whereas I'm kind of like, wait, it's gonna process this. Give me a second. But well, I've also known you since you were teenagers.
Yeah.
Like they're meeting, a mature version of you too.
A mature version, but also a very contained version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you like got that all on your
Yeah,
system,
but
too.
also it's not necessarily like real. Like they're getting like a version of me that isn't fully safe yet or comfortable.
Oh, I see.
So part of me
Interesting.
acknowledging that is realizing like, okay, like these people aren't seeing the full me because I'm not really showing them the full me. So maybe I need to get more comfortable being myself around people that I haven't known for 10 years.
Right.
You know?
I see.
So it's a journey, it's a process. But yeah, I could see that like my default is very cold, serious
I see.
for new relationships.
Right.
Right.
If it makes you feel better, we played this game for Christmas where you have to ask questions and everyone has to answer based. Your answer is someone in the group, so it could be like who do you think showers the least, and then you all have to like say who it is. And there's a question about like who's the least funny, and I even put myself, and everybody put me, and I knew it's because I don't crack jokes like that. But I literally told them, I said I'm putting myself, but it's because I don't crack jokes with you guys like that. Like Julie would say, I'm very
No, but
funny.
you crack me the hell up. So.
But I only crack jokes like that with people who I'm like around every day. Like I feel like I come off like very like shy to me with people sometimes.
Definitely at first quiet, but
Yes.
you just gotta feel the onion.
But I know I'm very funny. Julie,
You're
hilarious.
hilarious.
Julie would attest to that.
You're
guys.
hilarious.
Yes, very funny. And I do relate to that very heavily. And I didn't always relate to that, I don't think. But yeah, I don't know. You grow up and you meet different people, and like you don't realize like certain walls, maybe not like defensive walls, but just protective walls that you have around your personality or yourself until you're kind of faced with them. And it's like, you don't think I'm funny?
Yeah,
Like it's because I'm not comfortable, but also like
I'd be crazy.
how do I get comfortable?
You're like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to be comfortable
Yeah.
with you guys. Yeah, for sure. I met Celina our senior year of high school. I met you
Yes.
December 2016.
That one summer that
Jess, I'm sorry.
that we reference a lot.
If you had just come in slightly like a 1 year earlier.
I'm not part of that. That
It's
summer.
okay. Neither was Daniel, my brother.
Oh, was he not?
Technically not, because he was still a baby.
Like,
He didn't come around that much.
He went to the beach with us a few times.
Yeah, he went a few times.
Yeah. But I don't think he holds that too.
Yeah.
Jess, I'm sorry. But I met Celina December of 2016 because Josh and I, as you will find out, we're in choir. And then Josh hosted a choir Christmas party at his home. And then Celina and Daniel were there. And these are his cousins. Celina is Josh's cousin. And he was trying to get them down to hang out with us. And they were like, no. No thanks. But he took me, I think, and Sam up to go, like, to introduce us to you guys. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yay. Come hang out with us.
And I think he like mentioned that he was taking me to your guys' Sadie Hawkins or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember
Sadie
that was
Hawkins.
fun.
That's so 2016.
I know.
That term is so 2016.
That was, I don't even think they have Sadie's anymore. But
At Los Fotos, they don't have it?
I don't know. Maybe. Then I saw you again at his 18th birthday party.
Yes.
And then I think Sadie's was after that or something.
In February.
Yeah,
Probably.
something like
Around
that.
time.
And then you just started.
I
You guys just started
popped
coming
up.
around, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it turned into like, oh my God, Josh, you should bring Celina.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, you should bring Celina and Daniel. In
I think it was Sadie's. We hung out, but then I don't know if I hung out with you guys again until your graduation.
I think we were trying to get just to get you to go because or at least I was. I don't know who else you had met. I think you met Sam at his birthday party.
I met Hasmin.
I
I met Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
I met. Oh, we did go to the.
Oh, you went to
observatory.
Cabaret.
And Cabaret.
You went to Cabaret. Oh, so that's where we saw you too. Yeah.
But then I think when we started like officially hanging out, or at least from my perspective, was like when I went with you guys to the observatory.
Observatory.
And that's when I met.
Oh my God!
You never remember. I don't think. Yeah, I met her, and then that's when I met Andrew for the first time,
Mhm.
and then I think
That was a fun trip. Jace was there.
Sam.
Yeah, Jace was there. Jason and
Mhm.
Sam.
Those were OG click peeps.
Right.
And then the next time was your graduation. I think I went to your guys' graduation.
I
I was
was.
close to graduation.
Oh yes, I saw you
Yeah.
there. Yeah, we graduated
I
in
don't know if I
May.
saw you fully, but like
I think we ran into each
Yeah.
other. I think I have pictures with Josh in front of Andrew's grandparents' house.
yeah, and I was there.
Yeah. We were like, oh yeah, it's Celina.
Yeah.
And then just after that, we all started hanging out.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, Jess.
I know.
Andrew didn't work there yet.
I know, this is Andrew's
I know.
fault. Let it down.
It really is.
He should have worked at Chick-fil-A earlier. What the heck?
Somebody told him to, too. We have a mutual connection, and they were like, you should work at Chick-fil-A. And he was like, no, I don't want to shave my beard.
Jess, I'm sorry. You were there in spirit because in my memory now, you're literally there. But we didn't meet you till the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't meet you till the next year.
And
Do you remember when you met
I
Celina?
don't remember when I met Celina. Do you
I
remember?
was just trying to think about it, and I can't recall.
It was at the Halloween party, right?
What Halloween?
Your uncle's Halloween party in Denver?
For some reason,
Was
I
that
feel
the
like I
first
met her separately. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't meet her.
Oh,
I
you
think
probably
we met
did.
separately. Yeah.
You probably did.
I think we. Oh gosh.
But I can't remember what it is.
No, I can't
Yeah.
either. And you know what? Ahead of this, I was also trying to remember because just like randomly, I was trying to remember, and I could not recall like the exact moment.
When we met, yeah.
It had to have been something like a double date or something.
Something, yeah.
I want to say it was like a double date. I can 99% say that it was double date.
Yeah, and then I met Julie and Sam at that
Yeah.
Halloween party that we also referenced. a lot.
Infamous. I think we talked about that in like every episode.
You were there though. You were
Yeah.
at the Halloween party.
Yeah, I was. don't remember being like, I don't know if I hung out with you guys a lot. Did I?
Because you were with your family.
Because I was with my parents.
So that's how we met Celina. I have a couple more questions, Celina. What is your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I actually just saw a Christmas movie recently that is topping my top 2. But my OG favorite has been Licorice Pizza for a while now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that or heard of it.
Yeah,
Is that the
it's
one
a
with
good one.
Alana Haim?
It's a good movie. But I also just realized that I like really enjoy movies that feel kind of like a fever dream and nothing really happens. Like you kind of walk away from the movie and you're like, what was like the message here? Like what was this? And you can't really point to one.
Yeah.
I kind of like those dreams that kind of just feel like a fever dream.
Those movies.
Yeah. Celina's is a movie junkie.
I am an A-lister.
Period.
Yeah, so I see a lot of movies that I otherwise really wouldn't see.
What have you seen recently?
Yeah,
What was your most recent movie?
Most recent A-list watch
Mm-hmm.
was, I think it was The Housemaid. I went to go see
Oh,
The Housemaid.
Really? Did you like it?
I did like it. I had never read the book. I'm not sure how I feel about Sydney Sweeney's acting as a whole,
Right.
but I did enjoy the film. And Amanda Seyfried, she did great in it.
The
So-
guy from I don't know what that movie is.
Wasn't he in It Ends With Us?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah.
He's very attractive.
He's
man.
very handsome.
He's
Yeah.
a very attractive man. It's kind of insane.
He's very handsome.
His body is insane. Body is
Do you have a 2026
yourself.
favorite?
2020.
I'm sorry,
2025.
2025. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself.
2025 favorite.
That you saw in
Question.
theaters?
I think I really enjoyed this like really random movie that I saw from A-List called Threesome. It was with Zoe Deutsch and the guy who played Prince Eric from the live action Ariel movie.
Oh, yes. I don't think I heard of that movie.
Yeah,
Either.
it was like it was only in the theaters probably for like a week or 2.
Oh,
And it
wow.
was kind of really random and it was a cute idea, but I just remember walking away from that movie like feeling like for some reason like changed, inspired to like be authentic and like love. I always walk away from certain movies A-list when I don't know what I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
Like a little bit better. So yeah, I would say that one. Maybe is my
Nice.
2026 fave.
Nice.
You know, it's interesting to me that you're such a movie junkie because I feel like I've always known you to be a music junkie.
I do like music.
You're
I'm always listening to music.
What are you
Constantly.
spinning right now?
Like right now, it's been
Vacation.
on repeat, just holiday Christmas songs.
Aw.
Yeah, like since I like boarded the plane, it's been Christmas songs.
When did you land? When did you touch down in LA?
Last Saturday.
Oh, that's right. The day
So-
before the party.
The day before the party. That's why I felt so like drained. I hated that I was so tired during the party because I was like, gosh, like. This freaking
No, that's
sucks.
a lot,
The jet
though.
lag hit. Not gonna do
Dude.
that again. I'll definitely not.
You're like, I
I'll
need a
plan
day.
more. Yeah, I need a day.
Miss Celina is from New York. She is a New York gal.
I
New
love when
Yorker.
people say that I'm from New York.
I know, I keep saying it like-
nobody on New York soil would like ever consider me from New York, but I love that everybody here does because I feel like I am, even though I'm not. I'm from SoCal. I'm from where these gals grew up, but I live in New York now, and I'll take that shit to my grave.
So, Celina, who would you say your favorite character is?
Yes, so my favorite character is Darby, but it's from this TV show called Love Life, and Darby is played by Anna Kendrick. And if you haven't seen the series, it's a great series. It's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And I love her character because the way that the show is designed, it kind of like goes through her growth as a human and an adult.
Okay.
And it's just like, I guess maybe because I relate a lot to her. And she's also just like a very just real human
Yeah.
depiction. And she lives in New York. And I honestly think it's like very much because I relate to her. But
Right.
she's great. And the show is great. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
I think I heard about that when it was coming out.
Mhm.
Is it like, not an anthology, but...
It kind of is because each season is a different, it follows a different person, but they're kind of related.
I kind of like shows like that.
Yeah, there's only 2 seasons though, so I don't know if it'll like come back for another season, but
Right.
it is good. It is a good show, and I rewatch Anna Kendrick's, which is the first season. Often.
That's cool, Lovey.
Yeah.
Did you start watching that before you moved to New York or after?
I think I actually watched it for the first time while I was living here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think I ever got like into the series until I moved to New York, and then I finished the series.
Mm-hmm.
And then since I've watched it probably like 3 times.
Oh,
since
okay.
I lived there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you just see yourself in her.
Yeah, I think
in a way.
I think I relate to some of the things that she experiences, but also to just like it's really interesting to see how your mind changes as you get older.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like they do a really good job at that. They do.
Nice.
So, yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend that.
I'm gonna have to.
I know, tune in.
It's very cute. It's very bingeable. It's cool.
I'm excited to watch that now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna think of you when I watch
I know.
it. I'm getting a sense of what it's like in New York.
I know.
Honestly, yeah, it's very realistic the way that they describe like life in New York. I will say that too.
Sorry, really quick, Jess. I want this for my birthday. Okay, this is so cute.
So freaking cute.
I'm like, wait, I want everything.
I know.
I'm trying to
literally
think
doing
about
that
literally
earlier.
tear off pages if you want. Because that's fun.
Word, thank you. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Anyway, Celina, how long have you been living in New York for now?
Going on 3 years.
Wait, that's crazy.
It's technically 2.5, but like it'll be 3 years in August.
That is
Crazy.
wild.
I
It's
know.
felt so like short.
Yeah.
For us at least. I know we're not over there with you, but
No, it has.
the
felt
time seems
short.
like it's freaking flown.
It has felt like, yeah, it hasn't felt as long as it's been, but I feel like I heard this quote the other day and it just made total sense. Like it was somebody who was talking about how, you know, how summer felt so long when you were a kid,
Yeah.
but it's because relative to how much life you lived at that time, 2 months was like a significant fraction of your life, like just literally. So your brain couldn't conceptualize like how short it actually was because relative to your lifespan, it was actually a decent chunk.
Yeah.
But as you get older, the more life you live, the more life your brain experiences. Time literally feels faster because it is faster to your brain.
Yeah.
Like relative to the life you've lived, the same amount of time, years, months, weeks, whatever,
Yeah.
actually does feel quicker, shorter rather.
Like now that we've experienced 10 years like feels like a short amount of time.
Probably, yeah.
Because we've experienced a full 10 years. Oh, that's interesting. I've never thought about
it's
it.
going. It's
Or
like
just anything relative, like it's all relative.
it's going on 10 years since I've really known and like locked in with like you guys as my friends, most of you anyway, and it's just freaking flown. And I remember it like it was yesterday.
I know.
And if I think too much about it, that's gonna freak me out. But I remember when you told me you were moving there, and then I remember you guys moved the day we had our Eras tour show. And we saw you the day before we had the going away party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, we made the bracelets.
Yes, I remember that
I still have the
genuinely.
bracelet.
Oh, sweet. I think it has like all our first initial on
does.
it.
Oh, well, actually, I had you each choose a bead.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
And then there's a bead to represent all of you guys.
Aw.
That's really sweet.
So in our soon to happen episode, Josh gives us some insight on the first couple of months of you guys being there.
Yeah.
So we'll let Josh's episode debrief on that. But for you, what was your comfort in New York when you got there?
Like comfort.
Yeah, like comfort show, place, people.
That is a great question. When we first moved to New York, we were living in Bed-Stuy, which is an area of Brooklyn that is really far from Manhattan. Far being like it takes about 35 to 40 minutes to like get there on the train.
Oh, okay.
But we were living in an Airbnb with a bunch of other people, and I'm sure Josh goes into detail on how that was. But one thing that I really look back fondly on that time about is that we lived right next to a park. Not right next to, but like within about a 10-minute walking distance to this one park, Herbert von King Park.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to take Winnie there after work. And that kind of routine that I started with her when we first moved was like, incredibly grounding for me for whatever reason. Like I just loved that freaking park.
Aww.
And I still think about it. And I think back really fondly to that time. Like it was just my comfort park. Like I would just like, I would look forward to it. I liked the energy of the place. Like it was just, I just really enjoyed it. That was definitely what got me, what kept me like a place that felt comfortable and homey.
Yeah.
Without actually having a home, really.
Right.
But I would definitely say that place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So Josh talked about like how long it took him to adjust to, you know, the city and moving and being away from your family. And I think he mentioned that you kind of had a quicker time of like being like, I'm good. Like, how would you like? What's your experience on that? How was that for you? Your adjustment period?
Yeah, I would say I adjusted extremely quickly, but it was also like my literal childhood dream. So I do think that I had that going for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had at that point been resolved to move there for the better part of like 6 months.
Yeah.
So I had already had it in my head that was something
That
I wanted
you were
to
gonna
do
do.
for a long time. So when I finally did do it, I just loved New York. I never felt uncomfortable in New York, even when I was visiting. And it was just,
I remember you saying that.
yeah, it was just like, I never looked back. Like, I don't think there was ever a point when I moved, even before we had anything figured out, that I was like struggling with the decision, or I never felt guilty really for leaving. But I do think that like,
not that you should have either.
Yeah.
no, but I mean, I know that that's something that like a lot of people feel when they leave home.
Mm-hmm.
So moving to New York, it was never a matter of if, but when.
I think for a few years, because I was in a long-term relationship and I was establishing a life over here, the idea of living in New York became more of like, oh, you know, a childhood dream. But then when I wasn't in a long-term relationship and I didn't have a job anymore and I really had no ties, I didn't have an apartment lease anymore, it was kind of like, well, what's keeping me here if I love there so much? It felt like my life here had just kind of like, not ended in a bad or dramatic way, but it was just like,
you were ready for
I was ready
a
for
change.
a new chapter.
Yeah. I remember when you first went. I think you went in the summer. You went with your friend. I think you went with Vanessa.
Yeah, I went and visited her. Actually, that was the second time I went to New York.
Oh, okay.
I had been on a family trip with the family of my ex, and that was the first time I had gone. And then 2 months later, or 3 months later, or a year later, actually, it was a year and 3 months later, I went with Vanessa on a solo trip.
I remember you came back and you're like, I love it over there. I think I'm gonna move there.
Yep. And that was that.
And that was it. So, because you're someone that you say something and like you mean it, you're really intentional with what you put out there, and I feel like how you talk to us and just especially how you talk about your future and things like that. But when it comes to moving, was it a matter of like when everything was gonna fall into place, or just when you wanted to do it?
I got like a rogue hair up my butt, and it was just like like I think I made the decision to do it within a weekend.
Oh,
like
wow.
It was like the thing really was I was just not getting work over here. Like I was trying, I was unemployed. I had been unemployed for about 6 months. I was living at my mom's after having lived at my apartment for 2 years. And I was running out of money.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, I was literally running. Ran out of money. Had about like $300 left in my account.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was so unhappy here. And it wasn't that I was depressed or anything, but I was just like, I'm not getting work.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I love there. I've always wanted to move there. Like I have enough for like an Airbnb for a couple of months, and if I can find a lease and a job within that time, then like great. But it's hard to try and find a job. I was trying to do the responsible thing and get a job before
you moved, right?
Yeah.
But that was hard too, because they're asking for in-person interviews, and it's like, you know.
Yeah.
So I just moved. I just kind of resolved to like, I'm just gonna do it. And I asked Josh, I like convinced Josh, I don't know how, because he was also unemployed at the time and his lease was ending and it was just working out. And I was like, dude, it's now or never.
Right.
Like,
he talks about the moment where he decided, and it's very sweet. It's very cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very lucky that he came with me, because otherwise I would have not had the experience that I had. I probably wouldn't have like been able to even do it as easily as I did without him.
Did you ever give yourself a time frame of
It was 2 months.
And if none of that happened, would you have come back?
We would have had to.
You would have had to come back.
Like, for me, it was like we had 2 months of the Airbnb. So 4 things had to happen. We had to both get jobs, so that's like 2 different things. And then we had to find a lease, so that's like 3 things. And then we had to be happy. Like we had to like feel like this made sense and this was something that like we wanted to continue trying to do.
Yeah.
If we were just miserable, like we should probably consider not staying and signing a year lease. But I got a job literally a week after I moved. And then Josh kind of just had to find something because he wanted to stay. And I was definitely going to stay now that I had the job. And I was like, okay, well now we just need an apartment. And fortunately we found an apartment like literally maybe a week and a half before our Airbnb ran out. Oh. So it was crunch time, but we ended up finding a great, perfect place. And but had those things not happened, we both were like, yeah, we'd have to come home. Like, you know, I think Josh even maybe considered it a little bit more at one point, like until he found a job that was like more stable. Right. Yeah.
Wow.
So to kind of piggyback off of what Julie said, Celina is the type of person, I don't even know if you're like you're trying to do it, but she just finds a way to make everything work out exactly how she wants it. Yeah. So is it like, you know, like explain your process. Is it like you're like, I'm only going to say the things that I really want to happen? Or do you feel like it's you constantly trying? Like you're just like headstrong, like I'm going to make this work? Or like, what do you think it is?
It's a great question. It's probably a combination of all the things you said. Like, I do think that, like, if I want something bad enough, I am quite stubborn, and I'll just, like try to do it until the universe, the thing that I'm trying to go after, literally denies me to my face and rejects me. And that does happen. Like, that definitely does happen in my life. But it doesn't always happen. Sometimes it works out, you know? And so I think that like what the outside sees is things working out when I go after them. But obviously like there's plenty of times where I'm going after things that just don't work out, you know? But I will say that like I am quite headstrong in that. Like I will try to make it work until my last dying breath if it's really something that I want.
For sure. Yeah. I feel like you're also like, if it's not, I mean, you probably also just said this, but if it's not for you, you're also going to know that.
Yeah, it'll reject me. Like whether verbally, literally, or it just won't work out, you know, like it will just not happen. And I feel like at this point I have a pretty good idea of knowing when that's the case.
Do you believe in signs from like the universe?
For sure. Yeah. I'd like to think I'm pretty maybe not like in the very literal sense of signs, but I do trust my intuition a lot. And I do think that like when I feel certain things or I get certain messages, whether overtly or inadvertently, I do tend to like consider those.
And is that something you feel like you've always just like had through growing up, or do you feel like it was like an experience that like, you know, led you to like that mindset? What do you think happened?
I think my mom really influenced that part of me because she's also kind of like witchy, for lack of a better word. But I do think that she always instilled that intuition and all of that is an energy thing that you can kind of pick up on within the world.
For sure.
But I also think even taking the woo-woo-ness out of it, like your body knows when things are right for you and when they're not. And I think it is a skill that you can learn, that anybody can learn to like kind of read your own body.
To discern that.
To discern that. Like discernment is a skill. And I do think that like as I get older, it's like I feel like I choose to try to hone that skill more.
I was just gonna say like hone in on that.
because there is an element of like just like real actual logic.
Yeah.
And a lot of like this seems like it should be good, but I feel not okay. For some reason, my body's not responding well to this environment. Even though it's something I want, or vice versa. So I do think that like our bodies tell us a lot.
For sure.
Celina gave me a piece of advice once that I hold true to my life very often, and it's a piece of advice I give to other people when I was deciding something. She told me, whatever you choose is going to be the right decision because you chose it. And I literally live by that. I know, I didn't think
you're like, that's
she's like, wow.
I definitely did not remember that.
Yeah, it was a piece of advice she'd give me. And I didn't think she was going to remember giving me that. But I think about that a lot, and I tell people that a lot. Like, sometimes just action is just
all it takes.
Yeah, all it takes.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And then not only is it like all it takes, but like trusting in the fact that because you made this decision, you should just go full front for it. And I think that's kind of what I think about with you and Josh. Like, you guys
just did it.
Yeah, you did it, and
Y'all
you guys
just did
not only
it.
did it, but you were like, we're gonna have confidence in the fact that this is gonna work out.
And it's gonna work out. Yeah.
And it did. And whether that took you, a month, or for some people like 6 months plus, a year, whatever the timeline was, like, it was gonna work out eventually. And now we look at you guys come back, and it's like, wow, I'm so happy for you guys, because you guys are like living your quite literal best lives in New York,
Yeah.
I remember telling my mom you guys were moving, and she was like, oh my god, well, where are they staying? And I'm like,
it's a great question.
I don't know. She's like, oh, well, is it for like job opportunity? And I'm like, no. She's like, oh, do they have jobs out there? I'm like,
nope.
My mom can just be happy that they're like taking this risk and like they're doing it.
That was like, even to this day when people ask us, oh, so what brought you to New York? A job? No, I actually was unemployed when I got. Oh, did you find an apartment? No, didn't have anything when I moved here. So it's just, obviously it's the natural thing to do, is to ask like
why?
Yeah,
but you're like, I just following my heart, girl.
I remember our family being like incredibly supportive, but also terrified.
Oh,
but also
of course.
Like impressed simultaneously. Like, it was all,
because not a lot of people can say that they did that or like do that, and that takes a lot of freaking guts. Like, so.
I mean,
that's a very brave thing to do.
I don't know if it was gutsy or if it was just like blind, like faith. Not even faith, because I wouldn't even say that we knew that it was going to work out. I didn't know if it was going to work out, and I didn't try to delude myself that it was for sure going to work out then. Mm-hmm. But I think what allowed me to keep control, going back to like how much we caps like control, I think it was the fact that I told myself, it's okay, I have 2 months. There's a cutoff time.
Right.
If it doesn't work, I can come back. I'm going to be okay regardless.
So, like, the okay with failing?
Yes.
Like, if you went out there and it didn't work out, you were going to be okay anyways?
Because at least you can say that you did it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's all a learning experience, Nobody was going to look at you funny if you guys came back.
And I think that was the most important part. There was never a sense, and I don't want to speak for Josh, but I feel confident that he'll probably feel the same way, that I don't think we felt externally like we would be judged if we couldn't make it work.
And also, if you were, who cares?
And that is true. That like internally, we were also like, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Literally, who cares?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is really cool.
So how's New York been? What are you up to right now? What's going on there?
It's good, I will say, like, although it was quick for me to adapt to living in New York, it took me a while to establish a life.
Yeah.
By that I mean like an actual, like, outside of work, a friend group that was solid.
Yeah.
And like actual hobbies and routines that felt like me, or at least like the new me. And I feel like I kind of just barely started doing that like this year. So I would say like it took me about a year and a half to really like settle into that. But life is good. I have a really good group of people that I'm close to now over there, like a really good support system.
Nice.
And yeah, it's been nice, It's been really good.
We keep saying this, but I can't wait to go.
I really think I'm gonna go this year.
You guys
manifest.
I put New York right here. It's coming up.
Hell
it's
yeah.
coming.
Yeah, I feel like you guys will come this year. Like, I'm confident. It's also a better time for you guys to come because we're way more established now. Like, we can actually like feel good about hosting and showing you guys spots to go to and like introducing to our friends.
Yeah.
And like,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you in the same apartment that you had found 2 years ago, like right out of the Airbnb. Oh,
Yep.
nice.
And we signed a 2-year lease, so we're
Oh.
there for a minute.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Well, we'll also be there.
You'll
We'll
also
go
be
see
there. It's a very ideal location. Yeah, the East Village in Manhattan, which is the main island of New York, and it's like really close to NYU, so there's a lot of like young people.
Yeah.
But it's not too close to NYU to where it's just a bunch of college kids. Like we're next to a ton of bars. So on the weekends, mostly my friends and I just literally walk up and down our block and go out because my friend also lives like literally 2 blocks away from me. So he's like 3-minute walk. So we just all go out there, meet up in the park, do some shit.
Me and Julie have constantly talked about how we wish we had like a bar or lounge around here.
Oh, I know.
Dude, it's like buns. Like it's just
It's buns.
buns like that. Like
Buns is bad.
It's buns, like not good. It's not ideal. Like, oh, we have to go way in the heck out to LA. And one thing about me I've learned recently, I'm not a city girl. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm a suburban girl
No.
to my heart.
Yeah, that's fair. It's so fair.
I mean, I don't even know if I can say I'm easily adaptable. I would love to like try and go live somewhere in the city. I would actually love to go to San Francisco. I went to go visit Jasmine, and I'm like, it's calling to me.
Yeah.
She's also another. She just follows her heart wherever it leads her, and that I just think that's beautiful and just a testament to like, I don't know, just. Of course, it's like scary, but also you're just gonna do it, you know. And fear can't hold you back. Fear holds me back.
Yeah. No,
I'm
that's
quite like.
no. I mean, like, trust me, it's a good thing sometimes to be rooted in fear.
Yeah.
Not always. Like, obviously, you don't want to prevent it from living your life.
No, of course.
I don't think you do that. You're just smart. So,
I say this about my friend from work, but the little elephant from Tarzan. He's like, "Mom, are you sure this bar is sanitary?"
Oh my god, is that you?
That's me sometimes. That's me sometimes, especially with like, if I ever had to make a huge decision like that. I mean, I don't know. Was it a huge decision for you though? Like to move to New York or just to tell yourself that? I don't think so.
I don't think it was something. I think it just, again, like, I really just, like, it clicked.
I think
And
you were
then
kind
once
of like.
clicked, it was just like, well, this is just gonna happen.
I think you were like, hey, you know what? Let's do it.
It's now or never.
Where'd you go to college? What'd you do?
So, yeah.
What's that story? The short version, if you want to give that.
What did you say?
I said short story long.
Short story, yeah.
But yours is long story short? Or
Mine is a long story short. Long story short, I did 2 months of community college at Santa Monica College.
I remember that.
Hated it.
I remember that.
Transferred to Pasadena City College, finished up my associate's degree there.
Period.
And then transferred to a UC that
Which
I
one?
regret.
Why?
Because I got into another school that I think was probably like better. I don't regret. Regret is harsh because like you shouldn't have regrets. Like everything happened the way that it needed to.
Right.
But it was COVID. So like like I went to a UC. Fortunately, I guess I will say I went to UCR and they paid for everything.
Go Highlanders.
Go Highlanders.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they like paid for everything. The only thing I had to pay for that I didn't even have to, but I did anyway, was like my housing.
Okay.
But I was only in the freaking housing for like 2 or 3 months, like maybe a semester before COVID hit. And then, so I was there for only 1 semester, and then I was at my mom's again for Zoom University. So got my degree in COVID,
Okay.
like many others. And yeah, but technically my degree is from UCR.
Were you not at your studio apartment? Is that what that was called? The studio?
It was a studio, but that was after I graduated.
Oh, in my head, it's at the time of when you graduated.
It truly blends together because that time period is just like.
COVID was a blur. Yeah, I like popped out of COVID with an apartment, which was great. I got the apartment because of COVID deal, honestly. So love that place. Still miss it.
Your apartment was so cute. She
Yeah.
used to. It was right by Disneyland. It was in Anaheim.
That was honestly the perfect place for me at the time.
That was awesome.
That was an ideal living situation.
I think about how you would squeeze everybody in there because when we host, I'm like, oh my god, how's everybody gonna fit? But then I'm like, if we fit in Celina's studio apartment, we'll fit anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
I think back to it and I'm like, I think that place was actually bigger than I like thought at the time. Like, I feel like it was just more spacious than I remember.
I mean, we all like fit.
We all fit
in there.
fairly comfortably.
Yeah, everyone had a seat.
Uh-huh.
We had a place to eat.
Yeah.
too.
So I'm like, first, it being a studio apartment, like it was a nice place.
Yeah,
and I just like
it was beautiful.
I think back to it
It
often.
was
That
cute.
place was cute. Yeah.
They're cute.
What was post grad life for you? What was that like?
It wasn't very different than actual college life for me because I ended up getting the job that I stayed at for like the next 2 years. I ended up getting that job while I was still a senior in college.
Oh, okay.
So while I was technically a pre-law student and kind of doing that whole thing, taking the LSAT and all that jazz, I was also working that job. And when I was faced with like, okay, am I actually going to pursue law and go to law school and take out another loan and dedicate my life here?
Right.
I was like, I had that safety net, that financial safety net of that job. So I was like, you know what, this is fine for me. I kind of like this life. I don't know if I'm like that serious about law or if it would make me as happy as I think it will ultimately, like at least not right now.
Mm-hmm.
So when I graduated, I kind of just was able to enjoy the free time that I had outside of my job without doing schoolwork.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like I didn't really have a period of time where I was like, what am I going to do with my life? I was just kind of like, well, I'm going to do this job until it makes sense to pivot.
Right.
We'll see what happens next.
Okay.
That was post grad life for me, I would
Right.
say.
I feel like you're like what you're describing. You're kind of like a not well step by step, yes, but also just like you kind of lay out what's in front of you, and you're like, okay, what's from here?
Yeah.
What's next?
Mhm.
As opposed to
What do I have? What could I get?
Yeah.
Like, where can I go?
Mm-hmm.
I love that about you.
Thank you.
very in the moment.
I love that that's the perception because internally my brain does tend to like jump ahead often. I do think about like
I think that's, I mean, not that it's like serious, but I do think that's where like I see you being, and I don't mean serious as like a negative thing or like a bad thing at all, or even
No,
just like a
yeah.
straight laced thing, because I don't think you're like that either, but you really like, you truly at its core think about what is best for yourself in that moment, and you're like, F it, let's go.
I
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think we all say, I'm just kidding. No, I mean this in the nicest way towards all of us. I think we all get that a little bit. Like, we all have a sense of people being like, they just have it all put together.
Yeah.
And then,
like, I don't know if anyone would describe me that way.
no, I know, like, I always think of you.
I
like,
you're one of the people that I also do. Like I'm like,
What?
well, she has a husband.
she has a house.
Yeah. She has a job.
You are so
She has a
funny.
routine. She has a life. She knows what her next 5 years are gonna look like. Like that's that's the perception.
That is so
Yeah.
funny because
And
I
it's
can't
like
even
free
think.
kind of.
I can't even think 5 months. I can't even think 5 weeks ahead. I'm like, what's going on tomorrow?
That-
I can only go so far as like next week. So
Yeah.
when it's in front of my face, I'm like,
I
all
think
right.
that's the perception we somehow give.
Yes.
And then we like sit down. And I also think we're not like opposed to telling the truth either. Like, I think we're all very like, you know,
we keep it 100.
it's not as perfect and dilly dally as it
Heck
seems
no.
when we really get to it, but you just never like realize that. I think sometimes.
Do you guys also feel like, and maybe this is not a Capricorn specific thing, but like just I'm curious if you guys have ever experienced that people tend to make very like they project a lot onto you. Like they have this very like idealized version of who you are, and they make assumptions about who you are, and it's like you feel so like sometimes it feels like dissociative how much they think this is all just great and dandy, and then it's like that's not really.
Is it like
who I am.
imposter syndrome?
Yeah, like
sort of?
imposter.
I definitely felt that way when I was younger, especially when it came to like boys. That's where my mind went, at least.
Yeah.
Like,
That too.
because I was just talking to Scott about this. Like 19 was really, really hard. Like it was
2019.
the year I was
2019.
19, the
Yeah.
year that I was 19, the age, it was just super, super hard. And like, I remember thinking about somebody like they have truly no idea like who I am. It was not in a bad way either, but it was in a way that like frightened me of they think I am this shiny thing.
Yep.
Or not even like I want to say shiny new toy, but that's not it. But they think I am just so great, and that is absolutely not how I feel at all. And that was just I remember being frightened. Like you're not really seeing me, but I need you to see me.
Yes.
Yeah, I need you to see that I'm like I feel crazy, and I just feel like it's like it feels horrible right now, and I can't believe you can't see that. Yeah.
Yes.
I've definitely felt like that. I don't think I feel that way now. Actually, maybe within terms of like creatively, yes, because this is a lot of hard work. The podcast, not that we didn't think it would be, but when nobody is liking our content or listening, I'm like, Jess, WTF is this all for, Diva? What are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we're having fun.
Yeah.
We're having fun, and if the only thing that comes out of this is I had wonderful conversations with my best friends, and I have, like Jess has described it, I have the actual memory tangible to look back on that, then that's honestly beautiful to me. Yeah. So, but I mean, to answer back to your question, I felt like that a lot when I was younger, but I mean, maybe even now in this moment where I'm like, really, you guys think I'm put together? Sure, I'm married, and you know, I love my life with him. I love the life we have, and now we're both like, okay, what's next? What are we doing now? What else? Because I feel like there's so much we want to do. There's so many places we want to see.
Yeah.
And like people we want involved in that too. Like I was just talking to Jess, I'm like, girl, when we're rich and famous, we're all going to Disney World.
Yeah.
We're all going everywhere.
I'll meet y'all there.
You're coming. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'll meet y'all there.
You're on the flight, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
I'll fly from New York.
No,
it's
it's
literally $100.
I'll tell you where your room is.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's like $100 flight.
Oh, period. So Celina will meet us there.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way? Have you ever felt that way?
Oh, for the first time, it's something I'm struggling with.
Really?
Well, no, I shouldn't say not the first time, but I think that when it's happened in the past, I understood like why that person was viewing me in that way. I was like, I don't think I'm doing anything to contribute to that. I do think that's just you seeing what you want to see.
Right.
But I do, for the first time now, I realize how, for me, it is that struggle that you were kind of expressing where it's like, they think I'm this like shiny, like just like always positive and like always this and like everything's always working out. And they think I'm just this optimistic, just like normal person.
Mm-hmm.
And internally I'm like, I'm not normal, but I've learned that I suppressed a part of my personality to like be palatable in certain situations.
I see.
And I was gravitating towards people in my life, like friends that don't do that and who I feel represent a part of me that I enjoy. So that's why I'm friends with them. But I didn't realize that I wasn't actually letting that part of me that I relate to them on like out.
Oh.
And so they were seeing me as like, oh, you're our normal friend. Like you're our, no, I don't want to say boring, but you're our
like
normal,
kind
serious
of
friend.
surface level. Like it was kind of like they were taking it as like a surface level thing.
Yeah, not surface level because we were deep friends. They knew of me as like a deeper friend, like a closer friend, but they just saw me as a very contained and polite. And again, like the verbiage was kind of more serious and like normal. And normal being used for the first time in my life as kind of like an other.
Oh.
Not in a bad way, because they were actually saying like, no, you don't want to be like us. We're weird. But I was like, me too. I'm too. And it felt like that was like, I'm not trying to be pick-me right now, but like, but like, you don't understand. Like I also have the same thoughts you guys do. I just don't let myself say them. And that's my thing. I'm learning to bring out more of my personality in New York specifically, because I just never had to like actively try to do that here because people just knew me.
Yeah.
And I was just myself.
Right.
You know?
I feel like when you asked the question, I was like, no, I don't feel like that. And then the more hearing you talk, I knew exactly what you were talking about, and I knew I could pinpoint what I was feeling.
Yep.
and it's almost exactly similar to what you're
Yes.
So I feel like one thing is that people always thought things came really easy to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I've actually learned that that's not my learning style. So someone like Andrew, just out of like, you know, like a game or something, like, you know, a skill or something like that, he just manages to pick things up and be good at it, you know. And when I look,
does he? I'm just kidding.
and I feel like that's how people perceive me to be, like, oh, you're just good at school, or you have it all put together.
Yep.
And I get quite frustrated with that because I'm like, no, you literally don't know how much effort I put into things.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I try so hard. If I want to be good at something, I use this analogy a lot. Like, I have the worst memory ever. I cannot remember the lyrics to a song. If you saw me singing a song, I probably sat down and learn the lyrics to the song, and that's how I approach things. Like, I have to put so much effort into things, and then I go out and people are like, well, yeah, but that was easy for just saying, you know?
As Jess and I have gotten closer, you know, starting the pod and just, you know, just friends in general, I was surprised to learn, like, she has to remind herself of things too. I don't know, but you're still like on it because you do that.
Yeah, I've learned how to function with how I've learned how to create a working system for me because things are quite difficult. And then I learned that is not only a skill issue, but a mental issue this year. Within the last 6 months of like going through some of the things I did, I realized some people are just not thinking of situations the way that I'm thinking of situations.
Yeah.
You know, like I was talking to like my mom and Jessica and Andrew about like a situation, and it was just like, okay, this is a situation, now this situation's over, we can move on. And to me it was like all encompassing, like everything. Like I was going through every moment of the day thinking about this one thing, and that can be really damaging because you're spending so much time feeling such a like negative and overbearing, anxiety filled energy. And so that kind of like made me think about what you were talking about of like, I feel like people have this like, oh, she just has it all figured out, or she has this, or she has that. Yeah. And I'm like, do you not realize the amount of like craziness that goes into like half of the things that I do?
Yeah.
And they don't. I'm also like thinking about, as you two are talking, like the idea of being effortless. And I mean, sure, it exists to some capacity, but when you're putting it out there, I don't know, it's hard to be effortless. Because when you care about certain things or everything, like, how are you not gonna want to put effort into it? You know, I don't know. Yeah. And hard work, and just like, I don't know, the simple task of like even being considerate of like your loved ones. I don't know. Now I'm losing my thought. But anyway.
No, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Like,
anyway.
And for anyone that we think things come easy to, there's no way that it actually does. In the way at least that we're conceptualizing it too.
Yeah. Or for you to know that it does or doesn't.
True.
Yeah. Like, there's no way to know. There's really no way to know.
I also think a testament to like, I don't know, I'm listening to what you're saying right now and how we can relate to one another in that aspect of like,
I think I know what you're saying.
Imposter syndrome. But also like, okay, the only friends that, not only, but it took me a long time to make friends outside of our friend group.
Literally same.
You like, it took me a long, like, it takes me a while to click with people.
Yes.
That way. So like, I don't know. It just, I'm thinking about that. And also when I did make my friends that I have outside of our friend group, it's my friends that I have at work, which also I love them so much, and they're my lifelong friends. I also know we're trauma bonded because we experienced a certain thing that nobody else has and that we're never going to again. We also had a lot of time to like get to know one another in that capacity of being where we were during that time too. But I love them so much and so deeply, but I'm also like, I also don't have this like kind of friendship anywhere else. I try, especially as I'm getting older, to literally keep it real. Like, not that I'm not saying that nobody else keep it one, as Scott's brother was saying last night. Hundo P, keep it.
Oh my God, my friend back home back in New York said that.
Never heard that.
She just Hundo P.
At first I'm like, that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I think it's so
and then
funny.
I kept saying it.
I thought it was an East Coast thing, but maybe it's not.
Shoot, I don't know, because I never heard it, and he said that his friend said it. I'm like,
Hundo-P.
And I'm like, well, that's dumb. And they're like, oh, well, we'll tell her that. I'm like, no, that's not what I mean. But
Oh, it's so funny.
but I mean, it's encapsulated.
It's funny.
Anyway, but also I'm just like, I don't know, there's layers to this. Like, we've known you for genuinely, it feels like forever. And we've like grown through certain things. And like,
Well, you guys have also seen me at like very, very vulnerable states.
I feel like we can all say
We
like,
can all say
I
that.
think we all have.
We've all seen each other
No,
at
but
very
that's
vulnerable
true.
states, and I don't know if this is true for you guys, but for me, that's really when the walls break.
Oh yeah.
Like,
of
that's
course.
when I'm not able to put on that, like, very effortless, like, because I think part of our problem, and maybe it's not a problem, but part of the reason why people maybe struggle to see the real us and why people think things come effortlessly to us is because we kind of put that out there. Like, we don't necessarily just, blah, here are my struggles. Like, here's what I'm going through. Here's like what it took to get to this point that you're seeing today. Here's what like you're not seeing behind the scenes. Like, we don't offer that really on the surface.
And I also think us three particularly, like we self-edit before we say something.
Yeah.
And I think not that that has a lot to do with it, but we're like, man, I know I have experience of like being crucified for what I did say, didn't say, did what I did, whatever, you know? So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna articulate it as best I can, as politely, as respectfully, and whatever you do with that, that's what you do with it.
Yeah.
But I think that might also have something to do with it too. Right.
Because we probably all grew up in situations where that kept us safe.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
not in necessarily home life, but just like in life. Like you said, we had experiences where we weren't managing or filtering ourselves, and then it bit us in the ass. And so we learned.
Correct.
We learned how to do that very well, and it does come off. It's contained, and you know, people feel that. People can feel that contained energy, and sometimes it can be perceived as fake. Sometimes it can be perceived as not genuine. Sometimes it can be perceived as like, oh, she has her shit together. Or she always says the right thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is a mask.
It's like, wait, but
this is like,
I don't really.
I will say another thing I do think is Capricorn related is I think we are problem solvers. We don't sit in our problem for too long. We like to be like, okay, let's move on.
Or I ignore it completely.
if you're me.
I mean, like, I feel like some other people are like, okay, like, I'm just gonna say what I want, and if it gets me in trouble, it gets me in trouble.
Yes.
And
we're not like that.
Yeah, we're like, okay, we've learned our lesson. Now it's time to move on from this lesson.
No, of course.
Like, let me be better. Let me be better. Let me fix this. But honestly, there isn't always a better.
Yeah.
And like the things that used to keep us safe as
They change
younger,
over time.
doesn't have to be the same thing anymore. And I'm really trying to like nail that into my brain. Like, what kept you safe and what kept you from getting in trouble and like being a bad kid or being a bad friend or being a bad whatever doesn't have to be true now.
It's different now,
It's
right?
different now. And if somebody doesn't like me or how I approach things, I feel confident at least enough in my ability to discern when I'm actually in the wrong or not.
Yes.
And I don't think I did have that back then.
Yes.
That's probably what we didn't have.
Oh my gosh, wow.
I will
You're
say.
spitting right now.
I know.
Y'all are spitting facts.
Hundo-P.
Shout
out Ashley.
I will say though, for me, and I kind of brought it up earlier, like, and it's no shade to the people I've known in the past, but I really feel like this group of friends has allowed me to. They are also authentically themselves. You know, even though some of us, when we sit down and we're like, actually, we're a little shy or we're like, feel weird, they are really authentically themselves. And like, I have never felt like I could nerd out. And then I met people like Andrew and Juli, and I'm like, oh, they nerd out every second of the day. And then, you know, so it gives me the freedom to be like, I can nerd out. And so now, not only do I feel like I can nerd out in front of them, I can nerd out in front of anybody else.
Yeah, and I'm literally learning that in New York. Because similar to what Juli said, it took me a really long time to feel like I was even capable of finding my own friends. Because even you guys, I kind of met through my cousin, Josh. And that was always kind of like a struggle for me. And then I met people over there and it was great, but I realized that I was scared to show them.
It's
and I had
scary.
to learn. I had to learn, and seeing them be themselves and like show those aspects of themselves made me remember like, oh, it's okay for you to let that side out too.
Yeah.
I just had friends miss with my work friends and like a few of their other friends or their partners and stuff, and we were playing a game. I let my brat come out. I was
yeah.
like getting frustrated, and then I
You
was like,
should.
sorry guys, I just, oh my god, it was a game that my friend Kathy had been playing like forever, and her and Adriana played it with the student. You needed nothing, you just needed objects in the room, and I want to say it's like a mind game, but that's just how I'm going to describe it. But I was getting incredibly frustrated because there was a pattern you had to get, and I just couldn't get it. And I thought I had it, and then I didn't. And I'm like, oh my god. And then Kathy didn't want to stop playing the game until I got it. But I was like visibly frustrated and just visibly like trying to relax. And I'm like literally on the verge of tears. I'm like, please just don't do it for me. No, but after I felt incredibly embarrassed, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I grew up an only child. I'm a spoiled brat, and if I don't like get my way in certain aspects, this is what happens. And I know I'm an adult and they need to like hone that in, but it just comes out sometimes. But
yeah,
I also was like, but that's also what makes me a person with
yes,
feelings. It makes me a human being,
and it's okay.
and I apologize. And you know what? They found it like endearing.
Yes.
But I'm also on that side of when will this stop being endearing? Like I cry for everything I do. Like I'm just very emotional. And I'm like sobbing about, I don't know, a movie or whatever, and then, you know, I'm like, when do I get to stop doing this? It's like, when does this end? Will it ever end? Like, I don't know.
I don't think you should think about it that way.
I don't know why I am though. That just like popped into my mind, especially recently. I'm like, when is this gonna stop being like, I don't know.
But it's also
endearing is the word that comes to my mind.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say like it matters who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, that's
Right.
exactly what I was gonna say.
And I mean, nobody got like offended or whatever. And everyone's just like, Julie, that's hilarious. I love that. You know, they were like, that was funny. Oh my god, seeing that side of you was funny. I'm like, thanks.
I think you and I
I'm glad you don't mind.
you and I did the same thing for a long time, but we would get so competitive, and so we would just like literally not engage in certain games because we would make it uncomfortable for people. Well, at least I felt I would make things uncomfortable for people. Like it would just like if we weren't winning or it would get intense. And so I just abstained from playing in the first place.
Yeah.
But that's not because I was trying to preserve their fun
Right.
and also preserve my own internal like.
I don't want them to look like
I
I don't want to look like a
yeah. But then my brother said something the other day because he kind of brings it up. He said, "Why do you do that? Like, why do you stop yourself from having fun? Like, even if you get part of it is we're egging you on because it's fun.
Yes,
but also it's
especially
like,
your
we'd
brother.
rather you play and have fun with us for some of the time than than not at all." And I was like, "You're right." And it's like
he'd know he's there, and
yeah, he's the one. He's literally the one. He's making it. No. But like I do think that like we tend to manage ourselves so much,
right?
And it does have to do with our past experiences of being told XYZ about our personalities,
right?
But part of it is like, no, we don't have to do that anymore. Like we're adults, and like we don't expect other people to do that unless they're being like an actual bad person,
right?
You know. So then we should give ourselves the same grace, you know.
Absolutely.
But it's a lot easier said than done.
I think about Julie about this a lot, and Julie has talked about this a million times. For some reason, people think Julie is being rude. Like, you know, like it's never Julie doing that, but for some reason that has been the experiences she's had. And I'm like, clearly no. If Julie's giving me attitude, it's probably because there's something I'm just not aware of. And like it's not personally for her towards me, because Julie would straight up be like, you know, this is what's bothering me.
Be like, Jess, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, like Julie, and so I don't take it personally, and then I'll go later and I'll be like, hey, was everything okay?
Hey, you good?
And then she'll debrief and be like, you know what? Before I saw you, literally all of this happened. I'd be like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sometimes you just need people to give you that grace.
Yeah.
You know? And you need to find your friends to be like, okay, she's gonna be weird, or maybe she'll be in a bad mood sometimes, or maybe it's just not gonna be 100% perfect like you're expecting for people.
Like, you guys have definitely seen me in a bad mood.
Yeah, you guys saw me in the bathroom earlier.
You know, you just need people to give you grace sometimes.
Yeah.
And I feel like our friend group does.
Yeah, I think like, you know, with any friend group, there's like early on you're learning everybody's personality types, and like
right.
Lord knows we have a lot of strong personality types in our friend group.
Of course.
Yes. But I agree. I think that one thing that has like been the core of probably what's kept us so tight knit for as long as we have and so loving towards each other is that we know, regardless of who's dropping an attitude later, like the latest attitude, like we all know there's love.
Yes.
And we all know there's never
Yes.
actual bad intention.
No.
And that we do try, even when it's annoying as hell, we do try to like, okay, what are they're probably going through something, they don't want to say it, or they don't want to admit that this is how they're actually feeling. You know,
right,
like,
right.
you know,
You guys have definitely, being friends with you have definitely taught me like to not be a selfish one, and to also like, which is like Jess says a does statement, but I am obviously not the center of anybody else's universe. Like for Friendsgiving, nothing happened, but I was like thinking I did something, you know, to Jess. Not that I did something to Jess, but I'm like, oh my gosh, she's mad at me. And then I'm like, Jess, oh my god, yeah. Not that you were mad at me, but we didn't end up doing what we were planning, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I talked to you about it, and then I was also like, well, Jess is in this new like thing that she's doing with her job, and this and this and that. I'm like, it 100 or 99.9% is mostly not about me, and it's just the optics, right? And then I finally told her about it. Well, not finally, but like we had a moment where we were chatting, and she's like, Julie, I don't even know why that was like on your mind so much. Not at all. I'm like,
I was like, I'm so mad that you wasted.
I'm like, well, now I feel dumb. Thanks. No, I'm just kidding.
you should. Is basically what she said.
Never that.
No, never that.
No, but it's just, we definitely give each other grace, one, and also like have the reminder of there are other things going on that is not presently like being spoken about, nor does it have to. One thing I'm never gonna do, and anyone else in my experience with our friend group, is pry. Like, we're really not like that.
Yeah,
like,
we're not going to.
I'll hear about it when I hear about it, or
Which
they'll talk about it when they talk about it.
It
like,
has its pros and cons, I will say, though.
Yeah.
Because I think that,
right.
like, I will say that, like, a lot of the people in our friend group are pretty proud people. Like, we don't want to trauma dump. We're very, I think because we've had it done to us.
Not me.
Well, you're also more comfortable. Like, you know?
No, for
I
sure.
think like once you establish that kind of relationship with somebody, it's different. But when you
Absolutely.
go without seeing them for a long time, it can feel uncomfortable to want to just like reach out.
Yeah.
And I do think there's a lot of people in our friend group that are like that, myself included, who like struggle to like, hey, yeah, this is actually what's really going on, and it's a lot.
Just tell me.
Yeah, and I'm like, girl, I'm
You
not
can
gonna
tell
just
me.
call you up and
No,
dump
but
like
you
that.
literally can.
And I know
That's why we're on the
You guys
phone for
did
3
too.
hours.
Yes, but it's a lot easier said than done.
No,
And honestly,
absolutely.
like, you know,
Okay,
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But
Also-
sometimes prying is okay too. Like I give my friends permission to pry.
Yeah. Right.
And like I heard this concept in a show, in a TV show recently that was like, I freaking loved it. And it was this person talking about, she was like, her friend was struggling, but her friend wasn't like really saying why or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl was kind of like, look, like I have front door friends, I have back door friends. Front door friends, you know, they walk in through the front door, they knock, they always say the right thing, they're very polite, you know, they come on time, they're good friends. But you're a backdoor friend. You come in, you're allowed to come in through the back door and just dump on the kitchen table, whatever it is that you need to do. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And I really liked that because I feel like I am a backdoor friend. I like having backdoor friends, but I sometimes present myself as a front door friend. And I don't want to do that.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like part of that is prying. Sometimes I don't want to pry because I don't want to be seen as pushy or like, you know, nosy or whatever. But it's like, if I have a backdoor friend relationship with one of my friends, I'm going to pry. I'm going to be like, are you sure you're okay? Like, just talk to me.
Yeah, like even earlier I was
Even
like, I'm going to
earlier.
give her a minute, and I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like,
So,
yes,
like,
deal with
there's-
it, but I'm like, okay, she knows I'm not like being nosy. I just want to
Right.
make sure you're okay, right?
Yeah, and that's a big part of it too. Is like
Which is a
letting
lot of
people be a backdoor.
subtext too,
Yeah.
right? Like, but it's also a testament to how well like we know each other. Your friends know you, or people who love you know you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I also have heard it like you rob the people in your life the opportunity to help you when you
don't
choose,
tell them.
when you choose not to hold off
Yeah.
on things or to hold into things. And Julie has been a big proponent in saying this to me, not necessarily directed towards me, but like about scenarios. And I'm like, well, if Julie feels this way about this scenario, like she's gonna feel this way about me, where she's like, I don't like people pulling away from me, when they're going through hard times. I want them to come around, and I want to make them feel better. And so
she wants to be relied upon.
And so then when I'm going through a hard time, I'm like, I get in this mentality, like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to do anything. And then I think I'm like, but I have a boyfriend, and I have a best friend, and I have Julie and Scott and Sam and Celina, and I have all these people who do love me, who, when I'm like, can you guys just like, stand in the room and I'll be okay. Like, like, and then we talk about this a lot too, like where we have moments of hanging out and then we walk out of them like, wow, it feels like I can go run a marathon now.
Yes. And it's always in moments where we're like, we needed that. Like, we needed this, and oh my God, we can rely on each other. Who knew? Like, it's so silly.
I mean, it's not, it feels silly, but it's actually quite, beautiful.
It does feel a little silly when you're like,
I know. It's like, why did we ever think that wasn't
like an option, or that we couldn't do that? Yeah.
We're just trauma. Yeah. Just like we just have trauma.
And we just want to be careful. I think I definitely though, because that was a hard pill for me to swallow when I was younger, when we first started being friends, like, or our friend group started, of like people pulling away. But I also again have trauma with people pulling away and then staying away, which, hey, if you're gonna do that, absolutely. And I know that I'm not owed. I mean, it's different though. If it was like you and you pull away and stay away, I'm like, hey, okay, but what did I do first? What did I do? You can't get away with it so easily. But I will say that I just have always been like very understanding of that though, and I still am. Like, I mean, Jesse, where there's moments where like we don't talk for like weeks, and then we're like, hey, so this was going on, like, and it's not even a thing of, oh, I don't want to tell her, oh, I don't want to like tell anybody, but just I need to preserve it just right now, and then we'll let each other know eventually.
Yeah. And it's like you said earlier, Julie, about like part of growing up and being an adult is also realizing like the world doesn't revolve around you.
It sure doesn't.
And like that feels like bad, or like I'm selfish for thinking that, but it's not. It's human, But it is funny. It's like it's not that serious a lot of the time. It's really not. We always think we did something.
Yeah.
Or like it was like something I did.
Yeah.
It's like, do you really think that you have that much power in their life? Like, you probably do, but you would know if you did something.
Yeah.
Like, if you did something, like, it'd be obvious, it'd be clear. And again, it's all trauma. We've had experiences where it wasn't clear to us, and we didn't do anything, and so that's why we go there. But, like,
oh, damn.
Yeah, we're adults now, and we have our own shit, and it's like, there's a million things going on. It's probably not, even if you did give attitude, even if you didn't text, even if you did slightly like have a missed tone, it's not enough to like, it wouldn't be enough to like end.
No, not at all.
Friendships or dynamics
it's more so
cause
like,
a rift of anything.
Right, it's more so like, are you okay?
Yeah, exactly. Okay? Is everything okay? I know it's probably not me.
But you good?
Are you good?
I keep telling Julie this, and on the theme of us making our vision boards, I have a feeling that 2026 is going to be a really good year for me. Like, I just have it in me, in my soul, and in my mind that it's going to be a good year for me. And a big part of that is getting away from that mentality of, like, again, believe it or not, there's like 1,000,001 different things going on in my head. And sometimes it's like, that's not what it all is. Sometimes it's very clear. What's in front of you is what's in front of you, and read it for what it is, and that's enough,
Yeah.
And so I think, like, I've had the tendency of doing that with people where I'm like, well, what if they thought about this, or what if this happened, or what if my tone was like this, or like what if they, maybe they're going through this, and it's like an up and down, and it's so exhausting.
And it's also low-key like
pointless.
So what?
Yeah. And
it's
that's
so what.
And I told Andrew that. I was like, whatever they're feeling, whatever I'm feeling, it's like, it is what it is. And instead of just going through the motion of going through this up and down and all over the place, like, I could just go in a straight line and figure out, if I want to text somebody, just text them. If I miss somebody, just tell them that I miss them. If I felt like they felt heavy the last time I saw them, then ask them, sometimes it doesn't need all of this, like, clutter.
Yeah,
I think that's
right.
It is.
Like, and I think that's where I struggle. For all of my ability to, like, kind of take risks and kind of just do when I make a decision, like in my life choices as far as like career or like college or this or that. I think with my interpersonal ability, like my ability to do that in my interpersonal relationships, I struggle a lot more. And it's because I think I care less about how I'm impacted from my own decisions. I care more about what is this potentially going to cause for this person. It's a lot harder, but you're right. It doesn't need to be this like ruminating, big ass, heavy ass thing all the time.
It can just
be what it is. Yeah.
And I think that's also us wanting an answer or something concrete or even closure maybe, but like if we could figure out why or be told why, then we'll be like, okay, we're good. But also the mystery of life is sometimes you're not told why. A lot of the times you're not told why, or it's not explained to you step by step of why something happens.
Sadly, closure does not always happen.
No, and
I'm learning that.
I actually don't think it really exists. I mean, sure it does, but
No, yeah, I get what you mean.
I don't know.
No, I heard something recently that was like when you walk out of situations where you're second guessing all of what just happened, it's like almost inauthenticity. You know, like when I walk into a room, I'm a good person, you know, with good intentions. And if I'm walking out of that room feeling like anything else, it's because I'm doubting that I am a good person. You know? If I am a good person, then I just walk into a room. It's like, I always tell this to like my mom. Like if somebody tells me your hair is green or your hair is blue, but I know my hair to be brown, then it's brown, you know? And so regardless of what they say, my hair is brown. But then for some reason that goes out the window when we think about when people call us mean or some, you know,
I know.
When people, you know, judge us or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
it's a great point.
I have told myself like, you know, I know the people who love me and they're great. Babies and little kids trust me. And old people really like me. Animals like me. I think I'm an okay person. I think I'm gonna be okay if whoever a long time ago like thinks of me like this. Whatever. They don't know me.
Yeah.
They don't know me or this version of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of versions of us and like what we're letting go of and what we've learned, Celina, what are you leaving behind in 2025?
I'm trying to leave behind that part of my brain and body that still believes that I need to manage myself and contain myself in order to keep me safe. I don't think it's true anymore. I think that was something that was true when I was a kid, but I don't think that serves me anymore. I think I have trust that I can discern when somebody is and isn't safe to be myself around.
Yeah.
And I think that when I've established that I want to be myself, I'm just going to be myself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to not like second guess anything like that anymore, or at least I'm gonna try not to.
Good for you. And I love that. You've clearly thought about that a lot. Like
it's a very recent thing within the last few months, but it's a wonder what journaling therapy and a good breakup will do.
Amen, sister.
Amen to that.
Julie, what are you leaving behind in 2025?
What are you leaving behind, Mama?
What am I leaving behind? I want to leave behind like the worry of what is or is not gonna happen. I can't control that, and I tell myself that all the time. I know that, so I really need to leave behind the worry of what was and what will be, and I can't control that.
Yeah.
I also want to leave behind like the why of that as well. Like why did this person stop talking to me, or why did anyone feel the need to do that? Like. That's also another thing of relinquishing the control. I don't know why, and I don't have to, and all I know is who loves me, and that's that.
Yeah, and a lot of people do.
And they do, and I love them so much.
What about you, Jess?
What am I leaving? I'm leaving behind overthinking.
Period.
I'm leaving behind, kind of like Julie, the anxiety, worry of all of the scenarios I quite literally cannot control.
Right.
Yeah.
Because everything's going to happen the way it's going to happen regardless. People are going to feel the way that they feel.
Right.
And kind of leaving behind losing time. You know, I feel like so much of lost time is like because I was overthinking or worried about something that I didn't really get to enjoy the moment I'm in. I really want to enjoy the moments I'm in. And instead of worrying about like a million other things that I can't quite
It's hard to be in the moment.
It's something, but it's kind of like how you said earlier, it's a skill.
It's a skill
that you just have to learn.
Yep.
To
we
practice.
just need to put that effing phone down. Can I add one more thing? I want to leave behind my phone addiction in 2025. I think I need to delete the apps for January and just, I'm leaving that behind because I don't like it. I don't like doing it myself.
Do it, girl.
So Jess, what's on your vision board? right now? And what are you most hoping to bring into 2026?
I am hoping to bring in my most authentic self. I don't know what it is. I haven't figured it out yet, but I think I'm going to learn through it. I think this year is going to be a good year. So some things on my vision board is a little podcast thing for me and Julie.
Cutie.
Traveling. I really hope I get to make it to New York. I know I will. Slowing down. Slowing down. We need to slow down and just kind of enjoying it all. Like I said, being in the moment, and a lot of these things are plausible. A lot of these things I've already experienced, and just like taking it for what it is, and with so much gratitude. And yeah, so I'm excited for that. What about you, Celiners?
Mine is so empty, but
It's not
No.
really.
Yeah.
You don't have to be done. What do you have so far? And what do
So
you
far,
most want? What
I
are you
think
most looking forward to?
these are the core things that I'm like.
Beautiful, by the way.
Yeah,
My
thank
goodness.
Mostly it's traveling. I started traveling this last year and I loved it, and I need to do it more. So that's just what I'm going to be doing.
Where'd you go?
We went to Ireland in the summer, and then we went to Paris
Oh my
in
god.
November, and it was beautiful, beautiful.
And she
then
got this gorgeous freaking coat from
I
there.
did get this gorgeous freaking coat, beautiful, and then we're going to Japan in February.
Oh my god!
Yes.
2 cabs in a pod exclusive.
Yeah,
How
yes.
fun!
Just hear it now. But, yeah, so that's why I have a little Japan there.
Oh,
we really want to go to Iceland, so
Wow.
I'm hoping to do that. But
Look at her.
Look at
Yeah.
you, girl.
really love to just travel more.
Yes.
I gotta start saving.
Oh yeah.
I'm making money now, and I need to invest it because everybody keeps saying I need to, and I have no idea what it means, but I need to do it.
But she'll do it.
But I'll do it.
We'll
So
learn.
that's this little piggy bank. And then this is like, I think like we were talking about earlier, it's just kind of a culmination of me trying to express parts of myself that I either diluted or just completely shut down for
Okay.
whatever reason. So it's like a little more artistic side. I used to be quite artistic when I was younger, and I just like have not let that part of me breathe for a long time.
Do you think just like kind of the fast pacedness of the city kind of diluted that, or it has nothing to do
I think
with
it happened before that. I think it was,
Really?
like, I think when I was a kid, I like really let that part of me exist freely, and I think that I second guessed my own skill comparative to a lot of other people that are creative in my life, and I think I was like, well, I'm not as good as them, so what's the point of even me like expressing myself in that way? So I'm trying to let that part out of me too, because I feel like the little inner child has been repressed for a long time.
You gotta let her out, girl.
Gotta let her out, gotta let her breathe.
Yes.
And we're choosing progress over perfection, which
I love
as
that.
a reformed perfectionist is tough.
I bet it is, sister.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I
love
it.
Okay, mine.
Julie.
I know, Julie.
This is mine.
Beautiful,
Very cute.
beautiful.
I want to travel as well. Hopefully, well, I'm going to New York. When?
Period.
Not sure. I'm
Yeah.
going
We're
next
gonna
year.
make it over there.
I would love to travel anywhere and everywhere. I'm also a words of affirmations girly, so I have a lot of
I know, they're very pretty.
I have a lot of like statements. So this one, the more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. I really want to be present and sit with gratitude.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to be grateful for.
These.
I want to focus on the good, which I have right here. I want to focus on the good and not think about what I don't have and love, and which I do appreciate what I do have, but really hone in on that and not compare myself and know that I'm enough, that it's enough, and I'm working toward the more that I want and can.
Yeah.
And that I can attain for myself.
It's a good way to phrase that.
Thank you. I also have 2 caps, world domination,
World
over the
domination.
YouTube logo, a little camera, because we're coming worldwide.
Coming in
okay?
hard.
Coming in hard and hot.
In 2026.
We got it, yeah. So in 2026, we're gonna start off with our birthdays practically. So Celina, you're gonna be 27.
27.
What do you hope? No. She said not that. What do you hope 27 brings to you? What are you looking forward to most about being 27?
What am I looking forward to being about 27? I think just like finally feeling like myself again.
Mm-hmm.
Like fully myself. I mean, it kind of brings everything full
Yeah.
circle, I would would say.
Letting
But
go.
I also feel like people always say the closer you get to 30, the more you realize, like it gets easier to just be yourself. Like,
yeah.
you realize certain shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's true, and I'm going to choose to believe that that's true, and hope it is.
30s are the new 20s.
30s are the new 20s.
We're practically. I feel like a teenager still. So.
Yeah. Especially in like New York and LA, like for
Like,
sure.
dang. So I'm gonna go next because I'm also gonna be 27. I looked in the mirror on Christmas and I was like, I look older. Not like old, but I look.
You look the same.
I know, but like, I just looked.
Not to minimize your experience, but you look the same.
It's not even there. No, I also yes, I do.
If there's anyone who looks like little Julie,
It's me. I know, but I also just looked at. I don't know. I looked in the mirror and I was like, I just look a little more mature. Maybe it's also the way I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And it's not even that I look old or oh my god, I'm aging. No. It's not about that. I guess that's the way I'm feeling too. I hope 27 just brings good vibes and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what I do and see like what happens, see where I go. And the same thing. I hope to really reconnect with myself and my inner child and I'm excited.
Yeah.
And Jess is gonna be 25. 25 was really fun.
Maybe.
Was 25 fun? That's 25.
I moved.
Yeah.
no way,
I
really.
moved when I was 25. So it was fun.
Yeah.
I would say it brought some good times.
So what are you looking forward to?
I really feel like this year is gonna be. I keep telling you.
She's been saying that.
I've been saying this.
I
for
believe it
months.
too. Shoot.
Yeah.
And it's a culmination of like the last couple months feeling really hard. But I told Julie like I heard a quote that was like, "Before something dies, it screams."
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel like the last couple months have put me through the ringer, but with purpose. You know, I felt like I've looked at this whole year like, okay, I understand why things are happening, and I cannot wait for them to happen in 2026. I wholeheartedly want to experience myself. I want to experience the people around me and the places, the things, the memories, just 100%.
Hundo.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Hendrix.
I do, you know, like I really do.
That's so exciting. I love 25. It was fun.
Yeah,
It was
25 is a good
fun.
objective age. Like objectively, it's just a good age. You're young still, like, but you've always you've kind of had this experience because you also were put in like a little bit early, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've always been like kind of ahead of your own age group in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, she's
Even-
27. She's not gonna be 25.
All of our friends are like a year or two older than me and
Daniel's kind of the same.
And so I'm very blessed. I'm also a younger sibling, so I get to live a lot through the experiences of the people around me.
Learn from their mistakes.
Yeah. Or learn from their successes too. You know?
Nice, it's
I'm
true.
like, maybe I should just
Are there
move
any
to New York.
glass half full, glass half empty.
Let me just move to New York.
Yay! That'd be fun.
So
That's
yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited
all
for
of
you,
us. I'm
Jess.
excited for the people around me too. I cannot
excited
wait for
for
us
you.
to feel so fulfilled in the next
freaking too.
It's gonna be fun. We're
Year
gonna have.
2026 is gonna be great.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and we have the what do you call it?
proof
The proof to show that it will be.
Pudding.
that we knew it before it even happened.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Okay, before we end, my boots, messy boots. My messy boots. Shoot, I don't think I have one.
Oh my god, your life is so perfect.
Oh, actually no, messy boots. My house is messy. I need to clean it, and I don't like clean
messy boots.
Quite literally, next week. I'm just gonna organize, go through closets, get rid of stuff, purge before the new year comes in. Sleigh boots is being able to see our out of town peeps. I love when Celina's back.
Yeah.
So like Gabriel, Joshi, we saw Jasmine for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Just seeing my friends and having a good time in the holidays.
My messy boots was missing the holidays. I feel like I was so stressed out about something that it just December didn't feel like December. I missed out on all the things that we normally do. But the sleigh boots is that I didn't think I was gonna go to any of my Christmas events, like my family and my friends, and I ended up going to all of them.
Yay!
And I had the absolute best. I would think about how much joy it brought me. I would have cried. Like,
Yeah.
I would have literally sat in so much sadness had I missed the experience I had at Christmas, the experience we had with our friends. Like, I'm so grateful that I got to experience it. So
I'm glad you were there.
I
How did it go?
know.
And Celina? Your sleigh boots, messy boots? In
Um,
any particular order?
I would say Messy Boots was going through a breakup, but
Ooh.
it's fine. It's honestly so fine. Like, it wasn't bad. It was actually good. We didn't break up for any bad reason. So that was like tough.
Right.
And I wasn't able to come home for Thanksgiving, so that was also like combined Messy Boots, and it happened like 2 days before. But Sleigh Boots is, I think, it forced me to confront myself and my relationships in a different way. And literally all of these realizations that I've talked about today kind of came out of that.
Okay.
So I would say that's a major Sleigh Boots.
Nice.
Because it did just like make me feel more comfortable opening up to people around me and like leaning on my community again.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. And I was so glad that I was able to come back here and see all of you guys. And it's just really recentering in a lot of ways.
It's really quick because you've described it this way, and does it still feel this way, of like hitting the pause button when you're either in New York or in LA. Like, does it still feel that way? You kind of pick up right where you left off. I always think about that. That's such an interesting concept to me. I don't know.
It felt like that. I would say maybe this is the first trip in a while that it didn't feel like that. Yeah. And I don't know why. Also,
a little bit earlier, you said my friend back home, and you're like, my friend in New York. You corrected yourself, and I'm like, well, if that's home to you,
they're both home. Because I also, when I'm there, I refer to here as home. Yeah.
But yeah, like, what is there anything that feels more home, or it's kind of equal?
Right, they feel like different homes.
Yeah,
they feel like different homes.
Say us.
You guys are my. Yeah, you guys are my OG home. You guys are my OG home. I never have to I never worry about anything like coming here. Like, it's always just like, I'm really excited to just see everybody, and it's nice.
Yeah.
There it's a different home because I'm just there all the time, you know, and like I now have people that also make me feel like home over there.
Yeah.
So that's nice, but that's new, and so I'm still connected to them now, and maybe that's why this trip, it doesn't feel as paused, because I'm still in contact with them, and I'm still like, life is continuing there with here, so maybe that's why I don't feel as paused. So
does it feel in tandem now?
It feels more in tandem. Yeah. It feels more in tandem.
Because that was, I mean, anytime you came home like that first year, that's how you would describe it, and I'm like, wow,
even
that's
up
so
until the last time when I was here in October.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. That's just so interesting to me.
Like, the only thing I will say is that when I'm there, life here feels paused, and when I come back here, life here is unpaused. Like, it's like no time has passed.
Yeah.
In every sense.
Truly.
So there is that. But,
Awesome. Okay. Sorry. One more thing. Any New York recommendations for those of us traveling there for the first time?
Oh gosh.
Or what's your
so like the worst person to like ask?
What are your favorite spots right now? Where do you usually
say go? There's a shit ton of spots, but my advice would be to check out a Broadway show.
Period.
Try to skip most of the other like touristy stuff. There's a lot of good food everywhere.
And there we go.
I'm really the worst person to ask. So
I also just put you on the spot. Put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Which Broadway show would you recommend?
Oh, great question. I've seen a bunch, and I can't.
You have, and I'm jealous. You just saw Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard was great.
Yeah.
Is it still running? If it's still running, go see Sunset.
Dang, I don't know, but hopefully. I just think Nicole and Tom left. I just think it's new actors.
Honestly,
well, then who cares?
Yeah.
Just catch a show on Broadway. Is your advice.
Honestly, any show, it's for the vibes, the experience. It's too bad. Oh my god, that's what I recommend. Go to the freaking Phantom experience. It was insane. It was insane, and if you love the movie even a little bit, like, or the play or whatever, it's insane. You gotta go. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Celina. Thank you, Celina, for joining us today. It was so fun. We'll have you back again soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Exciting.
To those watching, thank you so much for tuning in. Please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, all the fun things. Yeah. Oh, I hope you had a happy New Year, happy holiday.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.